Welcome to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, home to the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles, and fans have been eagerly anticipating this matchup at the Rock. Today, two teams get set to square off in an intra-conference battle in the AAC. The Golden Eagles will boot it away to start the game. And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds and give this offense tremendous opening field position. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Offense set on first down. The run from the shotgun. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Snagged in the middle. It's strong. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Going to the run, it's Galladay. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
He's looking for an open man on second down. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
With the catch, it's Dobbs. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Those third downs are hard to execute, and when you get in the red zone, it gets even harder. But this offense did a great job. Now, forget the 3. We're leaving that behind. Now set up first and goal.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. And that one's going to be incomplete. I don't think he got a foot down along the back of the end zone.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Pressure coming. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone. You're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Golden Eagles offense will take the field for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
They're going back to the ground. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Daniels. It's complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Motion from the offense. Comes out throwing on first down. Quickly complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Unloads it left. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Working that left side now. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They believe they can run right here. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Direct snap. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They'll keep it on the ground. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Gets it out fast. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They'll throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Couldn't connect on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 24. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This one's complete. And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan. They're going to maybe want to think about more zone coverage or maybe even bracketing this running back if he decides.
Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bulls.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well.
He hurls one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
I love when you back the defense off. You want to get aggressive? I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Right back to him on the ground. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get in the space.
Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. On to attempt to try. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. App State overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Mountaineers tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Catch in the middle. It's strong. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Hand off from the shotgun. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it, floating down toward the air. And the returner will be knocked down. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job of keeping them in the game early. Now holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you could really get dangerous in this ball game.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Looking left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Southern Miss.
The Golden Eagles will send out the punt unit.
To kick it away.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
At the 30. First downs for the offense.
He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. Got his man on the right. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
At the 45. And a first down for the offense.
Looking to move it through the air. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. Offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking for space. It stops. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. He's going to pass. They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Feeling some heat. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. 2nd down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Southern Miss. That was just as simple as playing catch and warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. I saw a great example of it right there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll run it from the gun. Bulls his way forward. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, we've been looking forward to this one all week. A fun start to things in Hattiesburg.
Just about set for the second half kickoff. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Firing to the right, complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far in 3rd down.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Leaves it with the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
This offense did a lot of good things there in the first half. It wouldn't surprise me if they punt this one away after that incompletion on 3rd down. They do have the lead. I think you've got to put some trust in your defense here, not give up any points and get you the ball back.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. And the pass hits, picked off. Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
The offense set for a first down play. Running back searching for a hole. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Coming after him. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And that is no good. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
That keeps the score.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play.
And they got him for the sack. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. On the run, it's Galladay. Runs through the tackle. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior.
That's a first down.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. To the ground. He's got it again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Small game, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender bringing heat spot-seeking missile. He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He's got his man. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll try it again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely none.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. The Bulls will punt it away on 4th down. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I can go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Still on his feet at the 35. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback adapting. Trying to make magic with his feet. Short gain on the play before he slides. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Southern Mississippi has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Finds his target down the middle. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
A solid pickup on the scramble and slide, but there's a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Bulls will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stat books, right? Like a great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, gets some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge gain, but these are the plays that get you W's.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You've got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll go right back to the run. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. And the Golden Eagles have pushed it inside the 20. He'll keep it himself. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The offense knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end.
Touchdown, Southern Miss. And the rout is on. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
35, South Florida, 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his 1st interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
This guy's been running hard all game long. In the 4th quarter now with that last run, he's now at 99 yards rushing. One more carry away from potentially reaching that 100-yard milestone that all running backs covet.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Quarterback on the keeper. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Kentucky delivered a statement victory that's going to be celebrated in Bluegrass country for some time. And if this team's not careful, they could have themselves a football program there in Lexington. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And this defense has put a game together. It is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical.
He's going for it all. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He gets a block. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And after the short gain, that is going to put this one in the books. After the stumble earlier this year,